Hey, yo, Chainsaw Man? Chainsaw Man? Let's get it.
The name's Reze. I can teach you everything.
What's up, y'all? We back at it, man. We here to talk about the Chainsaw movie, man.
What about my heart? Denji's heart? Does nobody want that?
So I am a fan of the manga, the original source material. So I don't know how I should really do this review, but I'm gonna try to do it for the anime onlys in a way that they will like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. If I have any slip ups, I'll probably edit it out so you guys will be cool with that. But depending on how this video does, I might actually do a live stream this weekend where we can talk about the actual movie itself. Now, I was kind of upset. I was one of those guys that was upset when I heard we wasn't getting a season 2, or they were going to make this portion right here an actual movie. I would have rather them have made it a season 2. But after seeing the movie, I know why they did it. I know why they did it. Because for one, if they would have made this a season 2, I could have seen a lot of people tuning out from Chainsaw Man and being like, yo, oh man, this isn't what I expected. This isn't what season 1 was. Because the first half of this movie is pretty much like a slow burn, you know?
Do you think I have a heart?
Yes, you do.
Just a lot of dialogue, getting to re-know the characters. You know, it's been quite a few years since season 1, just kind of reintroducing us to all the characters as well as some of the new characters. And I could see if that was a season 2, the first maybe 5 or 6 episodes, people probably wouldn't have been a big fan of it because it really wasn't any action. Like nothing really big happened, no big battles, none of that happened within the first portion of this movie. And you know, when it comes to, you know, the newer generation for anime fans, not all, but some, you know, they want action right off the bat. They don't want to see that story develop. You could do that story shit later on. They want to just see the action, action, action. And I feel like if they would have chose to go with this as a season 2, it probably wouldn't have got the hype that it would in the movie, because the stuff you see, like the build up in the movie, just makes the stuff you get at the ending of the movie for the third act that much better.
Bomb is coming. Jeez.
Like it just makes it 10 times better because of, like, oh my gosh, like I just thought this was a slice of life anime, but we get to this part, like, you know, someone who's a fan of Chainsaw Man taking their friend that really isn't an anime fan to see it, they'll probably just think it's a slice of life, and then you get to that part, you're like, boom, oh, what did I just witness? But yes, the beginning of this movie is a bit slow, it's a slow pace, and like I said, a lot of people may not be a fan of that. Me, as being a manga reader, I'm okay with it because I knew what it was building up to. Again, but when the action scene hit, like I'll say, once you get, the movie's about what, an hour 40 minutes, I'll say, maybe hour 50. Once you get about, I say like 40 minutes in, like that shit is just straight, just crazy action scenes.
Heart! Does nobody want that?
Boom.
And that's not even the best part of it. For me, what really made this movie hit was the music, man. Like the way the music hit for certain scenes, that shit, oh my God. And I can already tell you, as far as like anime only people, I could tell you who their favorite person gonna be in this movie. They gonna love Beam. They love Denji because he's the main character. But outside of Denji, they gonna be looking at Beam like, yo, that's that dude, yo. That's that dude. Hey, look now, if you haven't seen season 1, I feel like you shouldn't even go see this movie because you're going to be completely lost. You are, because it takes right off of where season 1 ended at, and it goes straight into, you know what I'm saying, the next arc of the manga, so to speak, which would be season 2 if this was animated on TV. And I will say, you guys probably should go see this in IMAX. Me, myself, I've seen it in IMAX. And it was a nice experience. It was. Now, I haven't seen it in the regular movie theater to compare the two, but I feel like once you see it in IMAX, ain't no need to go see it in the other version. You know, I might do it if someone else, you know, I know want to see it, and I just go see it with them in the regular version because I ain't trying to pay that price twice. Hey, look, your boy cheap. Yeah, damn it, I'm cheap. But yo, it was quite the experience, man. And everything that happened with Denji, like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. But man, that ending, that whole last battle was just, it was crazy as hell, man. It was crazy. And some of you guys who are manga readers, you probably want to know how close did it stick to the manga? How good did it stick to the source material? Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. It stuck to the source material, damn near identical, panel for panel. It was shot for shot in the movie. Like, yo, they did a good job. I'm curious to see who people are gonna like the most. And when it comes to Reze or Rez, however you want to say her name, I've seen people say it different ways, or Reze, whatever the case may be, however you want to say her name. I'm curious how people are gonna feel about her character.
It's Reze. I can teach you everything. Let me.
And again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but damn, I thought she was dope in the manga. I'm looking at her in the manga like, man, I really rock with her. You need to get her to join our team. You see her in the movie, you just like, no one can stop her. just like, no one can stop her.
Bomb is coming. She's...
Like, yo, it was just a great experience. Now, some of y'all probably want me to tell you, like, what movies do I think is better than? Do I think it's better than Infinity Castle? Is it better than Infinity Castle? I would say, so, no, Infinity Castle is definitely better. But I would say I had a great time with this movie. Put it this way, Infinity Castle had a lot of moments where it stopped to show stories. I feel like you got most of that storytelling and all that dialogue stuff in the beginning of the movie for Chainsaw Man, and then at the end it's just pretty much just straight chaos and mayhem. Like, it's just raw. It's wild. That's all I can really say without spoiling. It's just fucking wow. As opposed to the Demon Slayer movie, you know, you'll get some crazy ass battles, then you'll get a backstory in the middle of the battle. Then it jumps back to the battle, and then, you know what I'm saying? And if I had to choose, I would rather do it the way I would rather experience it the way Chainsaw did it, where either I got my dialogue all at the beginning and then followed by action, or just all my action at one time, followed by dialogue at the end. And either way, one of those two ways, like Chainsaw Man did it, I would prefer that over the way Demon Slayer did it. But I do think Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is an overall better movie. But I just like the sequence that Chainsaw Man did it. How do I compare as far as to movie Zero of JJK? I would say it's better than that. And don't get me wrong, I like Utah. I think JJK is amazing, but I would say it's better than that movie. As far as Black Clover, the Black Clover movie that went to Netflix, I'm not going to compare the two. I'm kind of biased when it comes to Black Clover, so that's not even fair. But yeah, I feel like you guys should definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it. In the comment section, try to be spoiler free, man. Try not to spoil it for those who are anime onlys. You know, hey, don't do that to them, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let them experience it. And again, depending on how this video does, I'll probably go live. If it does well, I'll go live and we could talk about it in person. Well, I guess not in person, but, you know, live on YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you thumb it up, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.